You filed a action to have her move out of your house. You don't have a lawyer and you didn't do it quite right. I can't tell if you want her to pay rent or you just want her to move out. But you filed it as a demand for non-payment of rent, alleging that the arrearage was $2,000. How much rent is due right now?
I'm sorry, one more time with the question. I didn't hear that.
Mr. Dixon?
Yes.
Why don't you just come right here into the courtroom? Because I can't understand a word you're saying. Come out of that room and come right into the courtroom.
I'm having trouble with it. Yes. I couldn't hear you, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's not very great. All right, have a seat right there.
Yes, sir.
Do you want her to pay rent or do you want her to move out?
I'm just looking for her to move out, Your Honor. It just needed, I just trying to fill the forms out. I didn't know what I was doing, so I put that down. But
All right, well, she isn't here. How much does she owe in rent?
it's still the 2,000. The lease is up, so there's no more accumulating.
Is there a lease?
There is, but we lost it actually, but it's over anyways, expired.
What's your name, ma'am?
Leah,
Are you here on a case or are you the person that came to visit today?
to come visit.
Did you email me did you say something this morning on the live chat?
Yes.
All right, well, Leah, welcome.
Thank you.
All right, well, you didn't do it. Is she still there?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
This is the same house, correct?
Yes.
Did she say she was gonna come today?
No, she said she was not gonna come.
She'll make a lose. She got it.
Mr. Caudill, I'm gonna put you in the waiting room because you got a lot of background noise back there. All right. Well, she is not here and she was not personally served. So the law says I have to adjourn this at least 7 days.
Your Honor,
Yes?
she was served. I had her served by a process server and I went through the process of giving her the,
She was served by attachment. It was not personally served as far as I can tell. Let me look again. Is she related to you?
no. The process server said he made all the attempts he could. He left every message. She avoided him and ignored everything possible to give it to him in person. He left voicemails. He left a notice taped on the door for her. She
Yeah,
just
so we
refused.
don't have personal service.
And she refused.
Yes. Which means we have to adjourn it 1 week.
And could you explain how it's going to be different, Your Honor? Because she's not going to accept any paperwork from anybody.
It doesn't matter whether she accepts it or not. If she doesn't show up next week, I'll issue a default judgment against her and she'll have 10 days to move out.
Thank you. I appreciate explaining that because that was.
All right. As I said, you didn't do it right. You filed it as a demand for non-payment of rent. And theoretically, a couple of problems. You have a lease, but you haven't filed it with the court. So she has some rights under the lease, but I don't know what they are or whether it's still in effect. But you filed it as a demand for non-payment of rent. I mean, you're filing a legal case. So when you say, I don't really know what I'm doing, points out the fact you could have used some legal help. This is hard to do by yourself if you don't exactly understand how it works. But the law says I have to adjourn it for 7 days if I don't have personal service. And I don't have personal service. So today's the 27th of April. Next week is May 4th. So I'm going to adjourn this. May 4th at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Now, let's explain what happens then. If she does not show up on May 4th at 2 o'clock, she has 10 days to move or you're subject to being evicted. Now, I have 5 people that just showed up. Let's see if. Miss Poling,
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't believe you have standing to bring this case. You are conservator for Diane Cooper. You don't
She has
own this
dementia.
property. Yes, you have the authority to hire a lawyer, but you don't have the authority to act on her behalf as a lawyer. This is a legal proceeding and she's the plaintiff. And if she has dementia, obviously she can't be here, but you can't represent her. So your personal representative or other assignment gives you the authority to hire a lawyer. It doesn't give you the authority to act as her lawyer. So they probably should have told you that at the time of filing.
I
But-
called, Your Honor, I
Say that
called
again?
my lawyer. I called my lawyer and he told me to file it and do it.
Who's your lawyer?
Bush.
Well, John Bush does a lot of landlord-tenant work. I'm
Yeah,
not
out of
sure
Sturgis.
that, well, he used to. I'm not sure you and he were on the same page. He knows better. He knows
Yeah.
you can't file as a personal representative. So we have a couple options. Miss Moberly,
Yes,
they want you to move out. She's filed a notice of termination of tenancy, but Crystal Poling doesn't have the authority to do it. So I'm gonna adjourn this 2 weeks, Miss Poling, to have you get a lawyer to help you with this.
can I say something?
Say that again?
Can I say something?
Yeah, just a moment.
Okay.
It's a problem when you're not here. You can't see me. You can't see what's going on here. You can't get any visual clues.
I
That's why I don't
can
like.
see you.
What did you want to tell me?
I don't want any arguments with her. I'm taking action and moving. I need a couple more weeks and I'll be able to get out of here. I'm waiting for information from all the people that I have got in contact with to move. And I just need a couple more weeks and I'll be gone.
Well, I didn't get all of that because again, your phone connection is not ideal. I'm gonna adjourn this 2 weeks.
Okay.
Miss Poling, I'm gonna adjourn this to May 11th.
Your Honor,
Yes?
Connie and I have talked. She just said that she wanted a couple more weeks to get out. Can we just give her 3 weeks and call it or not? If we
Well,
agree
That
on it.
sounds good.
If she vacates, then we don't need to do anything.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I did not hear you.
I'm sorry, the sound here is not great. Mr. Caudill is causing me some consternation. May 18th at 2 o'clock. The defendant plans to move by then.
That's when.
Case can be dismissed. Otherwise, you need a lawyer.
Oh, boy.
All right, Ms. Moberly, if you move
Yeah.
by May, they'll simply dismiss it. And if you move, you need to turn the key to give your forwarding address in writing within 4 days of your moving. So you stay in contact with Crystal, let her know what you intend to do.
Okay. Okay.
Now, the next case, Ms. Whiteman, I still don't know who Samsung phone is. And there's no purpose in you being here if you're not. Samsung, who am I speaking with?
Your Honor,
I do.
Mr. Whiteman he was in the apartment. He moved out of the apartment, moved out into a camper on the property. Then he got served with papers and he took his camper and he left. Then he brought his camper and came back. But he has, if Connie, he is not there today, is he?
No.
Yeah, so he is actually gone as of now.
Yeah.
He was back and forth.
All right, you want me to adjourn this also to May 18th?
Yeah, well, I don't think he'll be back, but yes.
Continue to May 18th, 2026 at 2 o'clock. Defendant has vacated, you can dismiss.
Oh, take and go. Here, take and go. Go.
Oh, that's here.
Oh.
Mr. Caudell, I'll put you in the waiting
Yes.
room.
Yes.
All right. You brought the case, I guess you can dismiss it. So if these people are both vacated by May 18th, you can dismiss these cases, you won't need a lawyer. But if you wish to proceed with some sort of court order, then I need a lawyer to help you with this, do you understand?
I do.
All right, both cases, we're gonna continue to May 18th at 2 o'clock, that's actually 3 weeks from today. Should be enough time for everybody to see what they're doing. If he comes back, we'll address it on May 18th. All right.
All right.
Questions?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Very good, thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Buckland.
Good afternoon.
I still do not know who Samsung phone is. And as I indicated, there's no sense in having you here if you won't respond to anything. So one more opportunity. Who am I speaking with? I'm going to remove you once again. I don't know who it is, and I haven't been able to get them to acknowledge me. But Mr. Caudill is here. He's got a small child with him. He is, I don't know where he is, but it's not ideal to do this by phone only. All right, Mr. Caudill, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Is Connie Middaugh also there, or Carrie Middaugh?
Yeah, she's here.
All right, Carrie, can you speak?
Hang on, hang on. Hey, babe. I gotta grab her, hang on. Hey, come here. All right, she's coming. Oh. Hey, Judge is trying to talk to you.
Hello?
Hi,
Hello?
yes,
He was
I just,
talking.
there.
Let me know.
This is Carrie Middle.
All right, this is not the best way to conduct legal business, but 2 tin cans and a piece of string. You are tenants in a landlord-tenant proceeding, and your landlord says that you're very delinquent in your rent. He wants you to pay the rent or move out. Mr. Buckland, what's the current arrearage?
I have the total of 6,384, but I'd ask my client to confirm.
That's correct.
That's through when?
That's as of today.
As of 4/27/26. Court costs would be $81 filing fee, a service fee, $26 serving fee, and a $56.45, and a $75 statutory attorney fee. I got this big dumb calculator. I lost several things in my move. 81 plus 26 plus 56.45 plus $75 statutory attorney fee is $238.45. If we add that to 6,384, we get $6,622.45. All right. Mr. Caudell and Ms. Middaw, do you have any ability to pay that? Mr. Caudell? Can you hear me? Shoot, we're having a lot of communication problems today. Mr. Caudell, Ms. Middaw, can you hear me?
Can you hear me, Judge?
Yes, Mr. Caudell,
Yeah.
you owe $6,622 through today. Do you have the ability to pay on that?
I probably should here in the next week or so, Your Honor. We're still waiting on our taxes right now. And I'm out of work right now because of the surgery I had on my foot.
The law says I have to adjourn this 1 week, and we're not gonna do this by telephone. If you can't Zoom in, I want you to be here live at the courthouse. You understand? All the more reason for it. Mr. Caudell, do you understand? Anyway, for your purpose, Mr. Buckland, are you available next Monday, May 4th at 2 o'clock?
Let me take a look here. 2 o'clock. Am I able to appear by Zoom, Judge?
Yes, certainly.
I can make that work.
All right. Mr. Caudell and Ms. Middaw, can you hear me?
We're here, Judge.
All right,
Can you hear me?
here's what. I'm gonna adjourn this matter for 1 week to next Monday, May 4th at 2 o'clock. Rent will be more next week because more time will have passed. As of today, you owe $6,622.45. That's a lot of money. When we meet next week on May 4th, I'm gonna tell you how much money you owe, and I'm going to tell you that you have 10 days to pay it or you're subject to being evicted. By the time I see you next, the rent will probably be over $7,000. So you're gonna have to pay that $7,000 or move out. The date for the move out would be 10 days from next Monday, which would be May 14th. Unless you pay the rent, you're gonna have to move by May 14th, or you'll be subject to being evicted, where the sheriff comes and puts all your stuff out on the curb. Do you understand? I feel like I'm talking to somebody on the moon. It takes 47 seconds for the signal to go out and 47 seconds to come back. Mr. Caudell, do you understand what I said?
Yeah, I can hear you, Judge. Can you hear me?
Yes, but you need to
All
answer
right.
my question. Did you understand?
Well, I'm trying
what I
to.
said?
The weather here is what's causing the phone to bug out. But yeah, I understand you. I'm saying no. I have a daughter that's autistic. I don't think 10 days. That's not even enough time. I mean, I could get like an extension or something.
All right, well, I didn't pull this out of a hat. That's what the law says. Now, when we're here next week, I'm not doing this by telephone. I can't hear you, I can't see you. You either have to be here at the courthouse next Monday at 2 o'clock, or you need to be able to zoom in properly. But I'm not doing this by telephone. You would have 10 days from that day to move, Mr. Caudell. The wolf is at the door. Unless you pay $7,000 rent by May 14th, your landlord is going to evict you. And your stuff is going to be on the street. That's not a good position to be in. Have you asked for any emergency housing assistance?
I have, and I was turned down.
Well, I would suggest that you do that.
Is there any way that I could ask for representation on this?
Say that again.
Is there any way that I could ask for representation on this?
Yes, I told you you can seek assistance from legal aid. Normally, legal aid is here with us on the feed, but they're not here today. But legal aid's not going to give you $7,000.
I wouldn't figure they would.
So first, I would call DHS and see if you can get some emergency financial assistance, and then I would call legal aid. But I'm not doing this next week by telephone.
I understand that, Judge.
All right, so next Monday, May 4th at 2 o'clock, if your landlord gets what they're asking for, you have 10 days from that day to move or be subject to being evicted.
All right, I apologize for the phone being a mess. It's just the weather.
All right, we'll try a little harder next week. All right, thank you. Do you have any questions?
I don't. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I'll see you next Monday.
All right.
All right, the vagaries of Zoom. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not. Mr. Buckland, the way you've positioned your camera and blurred everything, when you sit a certain way, it looks like you have a little triangular hat with red, white, blue stars on it.
You're the second judge that's told me that. I may need to rearrange.
Okay, you might want to either move your head or move your flag. All right, there you go. Mr. Geigley, I'm sure you got frustrations to share here as well. I'll see both of you next week. You guys are both good to come by Zoom, but I'm not going to go through that difficulty with him next week. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
I never did figure out who Samsung was. Well, that was a herky-jerky session we had.